Hey there, I'm Sage, and you're watching D&D Daily, where we release new D&D content every day. If you're looking for D&D inspiration and information, then you're in the right place, because today we're talking about the true Beastmaster. Unsurprisingly, the Beastmaster is going to be a Beastmaster Ranger. We're going to be using all the variant features for both the class and the subclass, not the OGs, but the newer versions. The Beastmaster is going to be a human, but not just any human, you need to be the Mark of Handling human. More on that later. Now, the Beastmaster was born into a tribe of forest dwellers, and in their youth, the Beastmaster developed a strong connection with nature, but especially the animals. And without knowing how, the Beastmaster learned to speak to these animals, and began making friendships all throughout the forest. He would help the spiders, and he would help the squirrels, and he'd help the birds, and as such, they all would help him and keep him informed of the events going on around the forest. The Beastmaster has recently begun receiving visions of his people and his forest being burned down, and he's going to go out into the world to find out what endangers his people and put a stop to it. The Beastmaster has lived his whole life in a forest with only his small village, so understandably he is an introverted and uneducated individual. Now, he has a lot of practical knowledge, but when it comes to things like reading and how to pay for a room at an inn, he's completely oblivious. But he's going to totally be your guy if you need to set up a campsite. In combat, the Beastmaster is an archer, and he'll lean on his animals to do a lot of the combat for him. Whether that's through summoning an animal, through summon beast, his normal animal companion, or if he's actually convinced the animals in the region to help him fight. Other than that, he'll just do some normal archer, shooty stuff. Out of combat, you're going to use animals to scout, infiltrate, sabotage, send messages, and otherwise support the party. Basically cover the rogue's job using your animals. The Beastmaster will also help your party when it comes to any sort of outdoors travel. You can help them find the food, the water, shelter. You can help them find the best paths. You're awesome out in nature. During downtime, you're going to be trying to make new animal friends. Negotiate deal with them so they help you while you help them. Maybe you protect and feed them and they stay in your backpack. Or think about rats. You give the rats food, you give them shelter by throwing them in your backpack, and then whenever you need a rat scout, you got a rat scout. Something to help you out with this is to use locate animals or plants to find the animals that you're looking for. Are you going into combat? Maybe go find a bear. Are you looking for a scout? Maybe go find a spider. That spell will help you out in those situations. The Beastmaster is also going to be on the lookout for the danger that threatens his people. Now, he would be more likely to ask the local wildlife about this danger than the humans, so he may have trouble finding information, and the party may help him out with that. Moving into the Beastmaster's key mechanics, a lot of them come from the Mark of Handling variant of human. Mentioned before that I'd get back to it, and here we are. The first thing to take a look at with the Mark of Handling is that you get animal friendship and speak with animals for free, and you get to use them once a day for free. So you are absolutely going to be using those spells, and now you get to do it for free, which you're going to need because you don't have a ton of spell slots as a ranger. Another huge mechanic that comes from the Mark of Handling is called the Bigger They Are. Starting at 3rd level, you can target a beast or a monstrosity when you cast Animal Friendship or Speak with Animals, provided that the creature's intelligence is 3 or lower. So if you ever wanted to be best buds with a griffin, this is the best way to do it. And just as a side note, this is a completely unique ability. You have to be Mark of Handling in order to make these friends with the monstrosities. So if you want to be friends with monstrosities, this is the way to go about it. The last thing to touch on from the Mark of Handling is called Wild Intuition. Whenever you make a Wisdom Animal Handling check or an Intelligence Nature check, you can roll a d4 and add it to the number rolled to the total ability check, which leads nicely into our next key feature, which is using our expertise that we get from the Variant Ranger to put into our animal handling. So we are going to have stellar animal handling with the expertise and the extra d4. We're going to be animals' best friends. Moving into the Beastmaster's weaknesses, the first and foremost is that he grew up in a forest and is uneducated. He cannot read. He also has a low charisma because he hasn't spent time in society. Society is quite alien to him. And the last thing is that the animals are pretty fragile. They can die quite easily, and I think an important part of playing this character is actually building these attachments with these animals and naming them, so when they inevitably die, that it actually you feel the loss of it. As an NPC, I would run the Beastmaster as a neutral NPC tied to a certain area of land, such as a forest, a desert, or otherwise. If the party convinces him to help, he would guide them through the dangerous terrain, making it an easy journey. If the party upsets him, however, probably by threatening his people, the land, or the animals around the land, he would use the animals to harass them as they pass through his territory, making it a horrible journey. I can see birds pooping in their food, or rats stealing their food, bears pushing them to go through the hardest routes. So basically, whether or not you make friends with him, it'll turn that area of land into an easy or difficult encounter. He would likely not engage in direct combat unless absolutely necessary. Another element of playing the Beastmaster as an NPC is that you're really playing against the land, because he sees through the animal's eyes, so if you are in his forest, he'll see you before you see him, and he'll know how you're treating the forest before you know he exists. So you may never even run into him, but if you have treated the land with disrespect, then all of a sudden the whole forest will seem like it turned against you. If you are good to the land that he is the steward of, then he will help you through it. All of a sudden, all the animals will be helping you. He might actually introduce himself, and you might be able to make a friend in the future whenever you're traveling through that forest or whatever. You can have a developing relationship with this character. How would you use the true Beastmaster in your games? What would you do to make them better? Let us know in the comments below. You can also tell us what you thought of this episode by hitting the thumbs up or the thumbs down. Either way, it helps us know what you're looking for. On the next episode of D&D Flavor Builds, we're going to be talking about the angel hell-bent on heaven for all, the Seraph of Subjugation. Hit the subscribe button because you're not going to want to miss it. Later.